Okay, we're live. Hello, people that are watching. So welcome back to episode 2 of the Dungeoneers Union, and we're just going to jump right into it. So why don't you guys introduce your characters again real quick for anybody that's watching for the first time?
I'm Brandon. I'm playing Phil Paschetti, the Silimancer, Silicomancer.
Sillymancer.
Yeah, he's a silly man. He's a magic user who works with sand and glass.
And I'm Sarah. I'm playing Audrey Fenway, like the park. A werecat, who's also a journalist at the student paper at Arizona State.
And again, that's a bobcat?
Yes.
Okay, because I keep wanting to say mountain lion.
It's not a mountain lion.
But I know that's wrong, and
Armadillo.
I'm doing the thing that I usually have to do of like, okay, what's my first instinct? I know that's wrong, so it's the second thing.
Yeah.
Or just cat.
Yeah.
Just cat. Just a house cat.
Just a cat.
Just a kitty. I'm Brenna, and I'm playing Heather Clearwater, and she is a wedding planning emissary of Aphrodite.
Yep. Great. Cool.
Goddess of love.
Goddess of heaven to love. Good. So I'll give a quick recap of where we ended last time, but if you want to watch our old episodes, they're on the Twitch video section, and you can also go to our YouTube, which is linked below, and we will let you watch those then.
Oh yeah, and give it up for the pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
It's not a Halloween-themed episode because it's the second episode, so there would be just like derailing it to have a Halloween episode would be.
This is our Halloween theme.
Very funny.
We're going Clerks the Animated Series, and this is Eclipse episode.
Oh God! Oh God! Great. So we are. I'm just looking at the. It seems to be jumping, but I think it's fine. I think that's just the preview. It's fine. I'm getting distracted. Cool. So basically where we were last time, you guys were at the wedding of Apollo's daughter, Sarah Solomon, and her groom, Jordan, which was sadly interrupted by a portal that opened with a bunch of fire demons spewing out, attacking the wedding guests, and a giant snake coming out and killing the groom. You guys killed all the fire demons, but the snake escaped back through the portal, and Sarah went in the portal after it, trying to reclaim her husband's soul like Orpheus did back in Greek legends.
You don't raise your kids on Greek legends.
Correct. Even if you are a Greek god that was there for the legends.
Start fucking each other.
Yeah, Jordan's his kid too. I didn't say that, but it's true. And then you guys went to meet with Apollo. He talked about his rivalry with the Phoenix, kind of a corporate rivalry he described it as, and sent you there to go talk to them and tell them this is, keep it business, stop with the personal attacks, otherwise the war's going to escalate, blah, blah, blah.
He thinks it's the Phoenix.
Exactly. When you were leaving, you guys met with a man in a brown derby hat who asked you to come to LifeLock Industries to speak with the CEO. And the two of you went, Heather and Phil went, and met with the CEO, Gordon Montaigne.
Nice guy.
Very
Loves plantains.
Yep. Just because they rhyme with his name. And he told you about his daughter who had killed his son years back, and she was able to shapeshift into a giant snake.
Yes. That was the last note I had.
Yes, and said that they were trying to have some kind of evil plot to take over or just wreak havoc.
Shapeshifters in general, yeah.
And told you about a werehorse who roams the streets at night causing all kinds of havoc, and that might be some place you can start looking.
Eating all the oats.
There's no more oats left in the whole town.
Now mysteriously sugar cubes are
Yeah. Known for its oats and sugar cubes, Tempe, Arizona. And then last thing that happened, Audrey was going back to class, and two men with the exact looking men with the brown derby caps cornered her in a tunnel and pulled out their guns and threatened her, saying she needed to come with them. And you rallied the cats of the sewer to aid your escape.
My good friends, the sewer cats.
And ran off to the sounds of gunfire. And that's where we left off.
Yeah.
So we'll start right there. You got away safely. Where would you go after that? You were kind of near campus, I believe.
I'm gonna head to the the student paper like headquarters, somewhere where there are a lot of witnesses,
Great.
or just where I can be surrounded by people.
Cool. Yeah, there's a couple people around, a couple people working at computers. Your editor is there.
It's an open like concept workspace where there's no cubicles. It's like BuzzFeed.
So
That's what it says over the
Yeah.
over the door.
it's like
It's
BuzzFeed.
like BuzzFeed.
10 shocking ways that the school
Because
lunches.
this is what journalism will be now. So.
Yeah.
Number 7 will make you want to die.
Will make you want to die.
Yep.
Great. So you get back to the paper, and yeah, there's a couple people working. Your editor's there, and your editor sees you come in, and she, her name is Maxine, like magazine.
There was a nice. There was a girl in my high school named Maxine Ansaldo, so that can be her if you want.
Sure, Maxine Ansaldo.
Give a big shout out to Maxine Ansaldo from high school.
Woo! Go
Yeah,
Scots!
yep. She loves the show, as far as anyone knows.
Yeah.
Go what?
Go Scots.
Scots?
That was
Scots.
the mascot.
Like Scotsmen, or like
Yeah.
people named
Yes.
Scott?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We just you could only play football if you were named Scott.
Just a bunch of Scots. The mascot was Scott, but just a regular.
No, our mascot was he didn't have a name, but there was a couple students who were Scottish in heritage, and they would play the brother would play the bagpipes and the sister would play the snare drum
Cool.
at every assembly and graduation ceremony.
That's
Cool.
a pretty good costume to have to dress up in. It's just you don't wear clothes. You don't have to put on a big hat or anything.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
a kilt. Probably got to wear a kilt.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
wore
yeah.
like a traditional. They were in like a band, like
That's cool.
Yeah.
This has been Sarah's High School Corner.
Yeah, we'll have one of these every show, except the first one, because that was that. Cool. So your editor
Pilot.
comes up to you and she's like, "Hey, you all right there? You look a little shaky."
Oh yeah. Just went for a run around campus and ran into some guys that started like catcalling me, and
Pun.
yep, and just kind of wanted to get away from them. So I thought I would go to a place where I could see some friends and take a load off.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're always welcome here. Anything you're working on? Anything anything you want to submit? You haven't had a story in a week or two. Anything you got going on there?
Yeah, actually, I was just, I do wedding photography sometimes. I was just at this wedding, and there was a lot of suspicious behavior. I think I'd like to do an investigative piece on the family at that wedding.
Interesting. All right. Well, yeah. Write up a pitch and give it to me. We'll see if we can put it in the paper.
Yeah.
Immortalize it in the paper.
Yeah.
She says that because she's like super into it. Immortalize it in text for all eternity, everyone to read. Great. So you guys have just left the LifeLock offices, and what would you guys? Let's just play out the you just left and what's going on.
What a nice guy.
He seemed so sad.
Yeah, very. He was gonna get us hats, though. All of us get these cool hats. Can't wait.
I forgot about that.
I didn't.
What were those hats? Just the derby hats?
Yeah, I just love that derby
Oh,
hat.
great.
I'm gonna just say this. I think that I really appreciate his plight, but I think we should check out the Phoenix first, only because Apollo being angry with us might be a little bit
Yeah, this is just a normal dude. He can't do anything to us. He's just a normal person.
He's just a totally normal person who just, he's a little emotional, and I think that let's keep him in mind, but I'm kind of thinking we should head over to Southwest.
I don't want to be burnt alive.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
That happened once. Not to me. To another person.
Just in a myth.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just meant in Tempe, Arizona.
Oh.
I got mad and burned someone alive.
Yeah,
That's canon now.
It's canon.
that's canon.
I'll say that's true.
That was the person he burned.
Yes.
Roderick Cannon.
Roderick
He's
Cannon.
writing it down.
May he rest in peace.
Roger Cannon burned alive. It's in my notebook now. This is what power you have.
Immortalized forever.
It's immortalized in text. Cool. So where would you guys head? This is a little late in the day, so it's been a full day. If you want to just head back, rest up, that's fine. If you guys want to go do anything, that's fine. It's getting to be about probably like 4 or 5 p.m.
Well, yeah, let's see what Audrey
Yeah, if you guys
I
want to
think
meet
I
back
was
up.
doing.
Yeah. Do I think I have to. Maybe this occurred in the. Well, we picked up right where we left off. I think I have to rest after.
Yeah, you have to, and that's kind of a. It's not like a D&D style like
Okay.
8 hours of rest. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a chill out for a little while, take a break, eat something, and I think you can
go to the dining commons.
Exactly.
Hang out in my dorm room.
you can accomplish that.
French fry heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a.
I have extra
like a-
swipes to swipe you guys into the dining commons.
Okay.
Yeah, if you guys want to meet up there,
Yeah.
just use your extra swipes.
Uh-huh.
That's funny. Yeah, great.
Yeah, so I think I've texted her at this point.
Yeah.
Just
What
to
would
be
you
like-
text back?
Meet me at the DC. French fry emoji.
Wait, French fry heaven? I don't know.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys can meet up there, and yeah, why don't you guys just touch base and see where you're at?
Yeah.
So we met the LifeLock guy. He was really nice. He said he could get us all hats. Oh, and his daughter killed his son, which is very sad.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Wait, who's his daughter?
We think that's Snake.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that his daughter could turn into a snake. Hey, you got out of there pretty quick when we were. Are you okay?
I'm fine now, but I do. Okay. I have to. I need to tell you guys something, and it has to just stay within us because it's starting to affect my personal safety.
Okay.
Of course.
So, LifeLock, the guys who we met outside the building,
Nice guy.
they are
Nice, very nice.
You would think. They are currently hunting apparently an organized cohort of shapeshifters who can who they think are like organizing some kind of rebellion or revolution. And even though I'm not a part of this group, they just want to eliminate all shapeshifters.
Wait, like hunting? Like eliminate? Like kill?
Yes.
Kill?
Yes.
That doesn't seem right. I'm sure we could clear this up with that man because he seemed very nice. I'm sure it's an honest mistake.
Well, what do you mean? Like anyone? What
Like-
happened?
That guy that we met outside after we had the meeting with Apollo,
Yeah.
he followed me back to campus.
That's not no.
No,
he was
we
at the
saw
building.
him. We saw him
He
there.
walked us to the building, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well then a very similar man wearing the same coat and same hat followed me back to campus, and I was on my bike.
Don't you think that's just a little bit racist, though?
What do you?
You're saying all
What,
those guys
like-
look alike? All those
No,
guys look alike?
He was
Just-
wearing the same outfit, the same creepy trench coat and derby hat. I mean, that's
Okay.
not a very common outfit.
Not anymore,
No, I
but
see.
it should be.
It should be.
No.
We all
that's
agree
not the
that it
point.
should be.
Okay, so what happened?
So he stopped me in this tunnel, and I knew that he was following me, so I tried to lose him, and then he pulled a gun on me.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you okay? It was just the one guy?
Well, sort of. I don't know. He must have had a partner who looked just like him, or he could split himself into two people. I don't know.
Oh.
Amoeba man.
That is not a type of person.
It is.
That is not a...
I think that was the X-Man. Right? Amoeba.
That was multiple man you're thinking of.
Oh, thanks God.
He was a,
got it, Chief.
that was a
No,
X-Man.
I know who Multiple Man is. Phil Biscotti doesn't know who Multiple Man is.
Phil Biscotti, his last time he saw a movie was in 2007.
And it was X-Men 2.
It was X-Men
X2.
2. Didn't see the
X2.
first one. Kind of was confused the whole time.
Yeah, he pulled a gun, and I had to.
You okay? Did you get shot?
No, I didn't get shot. I had to do something I'd never done before, which is I had to turn into a cat really quick.
Yeah, you've done that before. I saw that.
Yeah, but I had to I had to call in for backups, and so I just let out like a screech, and then all these sewer cats showed up and took care of these guys for me. I was just like, I was so scared, and my instincts just kind of took over.
That's
That's
so
impressive.
cool.
That's very impressive.
There are sewer cats.
Yeah, I mean, like, it kind of, I guess it just works for, like, anything that's technically a feline, so it could have been, like, you know, house cats, other bobcats, mountain lions.
Oh my gosh. What if you could summon mountain lions?
What if you could summon Garfield?
That's the last movie I saw. Garfield 2.
A Tale of Two Kitties?
I was gonna say
That is the subtitle.
Pig and a Kitty
No,
because I was
Pig and a
making a
Kitty.
joke, but I didn't know the real subtitle.
That's correct.
A Tale of Two Kitties. That's
Yep.
too good.
Yep.
That is two. Tale of Two Kitties good.
Well, we can't let these people do that. They're
I
just
know.
killing.
No.
Okay, so I'm letting you guys know about this so that hopefully, that's why I had to take off really quickly, because I knew that if I would get in the way of LifeLock, that they were gonna, I don't know, try and get some information from me.
We can't like just go talk to them now, because like, what if they shoot us with a gun?
Well, clearly they're looking for some kind of organized community of shapeshifters, which I am not a part of. I didn't know that this thing existed, but maybe if we find someone who's like the head of that group, I don't even know where to begin. I don't really have any friends who have the same ability I do.
I can find someone.
Yeah?
Yeah,
To the library computer.
It's spinning.
We don't have to. I mean,
the book symbol.
Well, like after we finish these Captain Crunches
Yes, well, of
with
course.
chocolate milk.
Of course.
And also, just as a metagaming thing, I think you guys had a thought maybe of like, well, here's where we should go at the end of last time.
Oh,
but
what was it?
You had mentioned like maybe next we'll have to go to the Phoenix. Is that
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of, so
Oh,
like if
okay.
you want to go there, feel free. But there is no like constraint on my end. Like anything you guys want to follow up, feel free to follow up. But it just means that like one thing that you do focus on means you don't focus on something else, and
Yeah.
so
Got it.
things can progress. But there's no in any way like, well, we should go do that. It's whatever you guys want to follow.
Well, I mean, you were right that we need to go talk to the Phoenix, not you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if this Phoenix is really like as sort of all-knowing and powerful as it sounds, maybe the Phoenix would know something about this, or maybe the Phoenix can help protect me, or...
Well, we'll see. I'll talk to my people who I know from the internet and see what I can find.
Okay.
They're like other people like me and us and people powers.
People powers.
People with powers is what I said. Sorry, I had to kept a crutch in my mouth.
People powers.
Well, here's a thing to keep in mind. We know that there is a shapeshifter wandering around at night.
Oh yeah, that horse.
And my contact at Southwest, she doesn't get there until the morning shift.
Oh.
So if there's something we want to explore either tonight or tomorrow night with this horse, this horse might have some information.
We'll see a horse about a man.
Do we know... Phil, do we know how to contact this horse? I mean, I just heard stories about him. I've never actually met him.
Well, I just know that he's been wandering around at night when we were given directions.
Okay.
So
Okay. Yeah?
To the supermarket
not
for some.
specific directions. I should make
it's
sure.
kind of a vague idea.
He tends to wander around at night trying to.
To the supermarket for apples. Horses love apples. Even I know that.
I could certainly send one of my birds out to look for a horse.
That sounds. You birds?
I do. Come here.
Totally, dude.
Toodly toot toot toot. We're birds.
You guys have all sorts of cool powers. I like this.
We're people powers.
This is fun. We're just like
People powers.
We're just like the X-Mans.
We're just like the X2.
Yeah.
Cool.
fine.
So you're going to send out a bird
To look for the horse.
Great.
Yeah.
So
Birds do know how to look for
I think
horses.
just with the instruction that I kind of want just like maybe a street name. If that makes sense.
Right,
Just
right.
like
yeah.
Well, the bird could like lead you there.
It could absolutely lead you
yeah,
there.
that's true.
It could absolutely just say like a one word, like like whatever street name.
Horse
it is.
could land on the horse's butt.
It
That is
will.
a thing.
No
I've
matter
seen
what,
it.
it will.
Yeah.
Cool. So you send out one little bird. It goes tootly too.
It goes totally too.
It flies out and it's gone for a while. It's gone for a couple of hours. And yeah, it comes back and it perches on your shoulder. It says tootly too. And it just says 8 and then flies away.
All right, so I'm going to interpret that as 8th Street. They tend to be very good at that.
I got a bag of
Reading a little.
apples.
Yeah. It's about 8 p.m. now, so it's starting to get.
The bird was just telling us the time.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah,
You just
can
looked at a
interpret
clock
those.
instead of the street.
How long did this
8!
A couple of hours, but who knows if
Can
that
I
was-
have gone to the
Yeah.
library and
Yeah, of
put
course.
a call out to the
Absolutely,
parent?
absolutely.
I would like to ask the paranet
Mm-hmm.
what is
Parent.
people powers. What's like an appropriate gift to bring a phoenix to like make them like what's a good like housewarming gift or like
Yeah, yeah.
introduction gift?
To
Do
specifically
you neg them? Like,
Yeah.
what's the deal?
Beer.
So what's the? Is there a description on that power? Or is
There
that
is.
I can.
It's a
I'll look it up.
In a tiny book.
Because I would read that as unless there's
It's
like
on
a.
page 121.
Oh, nice.
Wrote that down. Didn't write down anything else.
Unless there's like a specific description of the power, which I will read now. Active participant in the Paranet. Once per session, you may contact the Paranet to request assistance. GM determines what aid the Paranet is able to provide. Typically, helpful information, extraordinary circumstances may dictate. Great. So,
So like helpful information seems to be the lower
helpful
level.
information, and let's do this. How choose an approach of like how you would be like going about this, like is it like just a quick like, hey, anybody know how to? Is it like like are you like how you're trying to do this? And so you'll get the information, and let's make a create an advantage roll using whatever you're using
Got
to do
it.
this, and however many you might get some advantages you can invoke during interactions with
Great.
them.
So I think I'll do it on haste because I'm just trying to do this quick before I go to the store and get apples.
Yeah.
Hey, anyone! I need to go see the phoenix. Does anyone know like what they like for eating or decoration or whatever?
So we'll say the difficulty of this is 3.
3. Okay.
He puts it on Yahoo Answers.
No. There's a special paranet.
It's called Paranet Answers.
Yahoo Paradise.
Ooh, it's a wash, which brings it to 2.
Cool. So you don't. Well, so you get some information, but you don't get any aspects that you can invoke later. Or
Yeah,
any
people
free-
just responded with links to like.
They just did let me Google that for you.
What do you?
They just sent the Wikipedia link for a phoenix.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think? What do you think a phoenix would like?
Birds like seeds.
Yeah, some like fine seeds.
So I'm
is
at the
what-
store. I get some apples for the horse and some bird seed.
Some-
Some bird seed for the phoenix.
Some wild bird seed.
Yeah.
Or just a bag of sunflower seeds.
Well, I only buy organic, so
Yeah, that's fine seeds.
yeah.
Great. Yeah, so that'll be a proper gift as far as you can tell.
Proper gift.
I think that's how that should work too, because like information is fine, but then if you can like get advantages, then you can.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Makes sense.
cool. So yeah, bird comes back, just screeches 8 at you.
I give it a piece of mango.
Mango. And then it says tootly 2 and flies away.
Tootly too. Mango.
Best character.
Right.
When are we going to meet more of those birds?
They're everywhere.
Party with those birds.
And you marked it. Yeah, good. Cool. Great. So how do you want to go about getting and seeing what you can find?
Well, I could drive us all down there if you like.
Yeah, sure. I'll leave my car here.
Cool. So you guys are driving down 8th Street. And
I've put down like clear sheeting on the seat so that he doesn't dirty up my car.
Great.
I'm gonna lay down across the back seat, assuming it's like a sedan, because I don't really want to be seen.
Fair enough.
I think it's a Prius, I think, is what she drives.
Yeah.
It's a real smooth ride.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys are driving
Will
down
never hear us coming.
8th Street, and one problem with what the bird said is it wasn't able to give you a cross street. So you guys are driving down 8th Street, and go ahead and give me a perhaps a focus check. Yeah. Either focus or intellect to kind of
Notice
look around for like things that you might find that could
horse signs.
All of
Yeah.
us?
yeah
All right.
either focus or
wash,
intellect
so
depending
that's
on
one.
A 3 with a wash on the die.
Oh. My focus is okay. So I'm at -1.
cool.
You're laying down. So
Yeah, you're
laying
laying down. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Phil,
Take
as you
that
guys
out.
are driving, you're sitting passenger, I assume,
Mhm.
and looking out the window, probably pointing out most restaurants that
Yeah.
that you pass. And,
that's not a horse. That's not a horse.
and in an alleyway that you pass by, you see just a body on the ground,
A human.
a human body. On
That's not a horse, but we should stop.
Oh my goodness. She just does a perfect parallel park job.
Great. Cool.
I run over to the body.
Yeah, so it is kind of a rough-looking dude. He's not dead, he's unconscious, and he's got a hoof mark on his forehead.
Like in the shape of like a horseshoe, just
Yes.
stamped on his forehead.
Pretty much.
Oh dear. And I call 911 for this guy.
This is 911.
Yes, hello. There's a man who's
Tell me already.
there's a man who's laying down in the alleyway on just off 8th and
What's
I
the
look
cross
up
street?
the sign.
He's unconscious, you pig.
What was that?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
All right, we'll send an ambulance.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
See you later.
I'm gonna grab my trusty notebook that's about that size out of my backpack and pen and tell everybody, nobody touch the body. This is a crime scene.
What?
I'm just
Wake up!
Phil.
No.
You could try to wake him if you wanted to. He's pretty unconscious.
Oh no, I just poked.
Fair enough.
He didn't wake up.
So looking around the alleyway, you do see like a couple of like blood spatters leading away also. Not like a ton of blood, but just like a couple little drops kind of leading out of the alley and down the street.
Oh. Can I look in this guy's clothes to see if he has a wallet on him?
He definitely has a wallet. His name's Al Chambers. And
Is this important to write down for your newses?
Well, you've already touched it, so I guess I was gonna wait until the ambulance.
We
gets
can't
here.
wait. We need to find a horse.
Oh my God, Phil.
No, Phil, don't take the change out of the wallet.
I'm not. I'm
Don't
not.
take.
I'm just looking.
I
how much
saw
change.
that. I
Write
saw
down
that.
how much change he has.
No.
Fine.
Okay, is he an organ donor?
Yes.
Good to know.
Well, then kill him.
Well then, kill him. I need a new liver.
You and me both.
You and I.
You and me.
Both.
Bye.
Right.
Cool. So how do you guys want to proceed? You've got this unconscious guy here. You've got a blood trail that kind of leads out of the alley and down the street.
Well, we've called the police. I think we should follow this trail because
Already
it seems
on
pretty
it.
obvious. Great.
I pull out a magnifying glass.
Well, how do we know that the blood trail isn't his and he walked somewhere and then fell unconscious?
Is he bleeding on his horse poof?
Horse poof?
It's like
Horse hoof?
it's like very badly bruised and like swelling real quickly, but it's
yeah.
not like a split open type
This
of
is
thing.
probably horse blood.
Well, either way, we might find something at the end of this blood trail, so I think we should. We already know this man's name, so we can contact him later if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I mean, maybe this is just drawing on my scouting experience from being a kid, but there's 3 of us, so one of us should stay with the person who's injured, and the other 2 should go try and
But
investigate.
the police are coming.
Yeah, but how are they?
You can't be alone, though. Last time you were alone, some guy shot at you.
Oh my god, you're right. Okay, well, I think one of us should stay with the body so that because somebody has to be there to greet the ambulance and be like, hello, I'm the one that called.
Hello, ambulance. Welcome to this alley.
Thank you for your wheels turning to here.
Ambulance, you're not parked correctly.
We told the cops this guy's gonna be okay. Wait a second. And I look, are there people walking around on the street?
Not really. There's like, you can see somebody down the road, but this is just like it's kind of an industrial area more so it's like during the day it'd be more crowded, but there's no reason to be here at night.
Got it.
Yeah.
No cool parties.
You could like flag someone down from far off if you needed to. Yeah.
If I can't, I'll jog over to this guy. This other person would be like,
Please don't touch me.
No, I wasn't gonna touch you.
What?
There's a man who's hurt, and
Did you hurt a man? Ah!
No.
Ah! Someone help!
Fine. I run back over. This is
Okay.
too much. Just put something under his head so he's comfortable.
No.
Like this cabbage. This rotting cabbage.
Phil, why do you have a cabbage?
It's not it's in this dumpster. I don't carry around rotting cabbages.
I only carry apples and birdseed.
Apples and birdseed. The birdseed's still in the car.
Oh, okay. I guess we can leave. Alright.
Is the ambulance here yet? Because we've been dithering for so long.
It's not here yet.
Wow.
It's been 3 minutes.
Got it.
Yeah. However you want to do it. You can wait for it. It'll only be a couple minutes, and the blood trail's not going anywhere. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to
The
do.
horse could be.
The horse
Yes,
could
I
be.
think that I would personally like to follow the blood trail. One of you is welcome to stay back here if you feel the
Stare
need.
off the fuzz.
No, well, I have to give someone my notes, my observations of the scene. That could be useful information. I am a trained observationalist.
You took like observation class?
Yeah. It's journalism first priority.
Wow, that's a weird designation. They don't like have numbers and letters. When I went to community college, they did.
No, I mean, the class had numbers and letters.
Is the
Name.
ambulance here yet?
The ambulance is not, but a cop car pulls up.
Okay.
And out of the cop car comes a face that you actually do know.
That guy, that cop. Now we have to talk to the cops.
Detective Martin Coates, who is here. Oh, you weirdos again.
Oh, hello.
This guy has a big hoof print on his head.
Here, we
Oh,
took some. We stumbled upon the scene, and as we called 911, I took some notes. Here you go.
Well, okay, let's deal with this guy first. Hold on. And just like back off. And he starts like,
He needs air.
yeah, he's giving CPR.
Wait, he's a detective?
Yeah.
Cops know how to give CPR, Sarah.
Yeah. Detective, he is a detective, but they can take patrol shifts too.
Seems shady.
Okay.
Do you say that to
No.
him? He's giving the guy CPR.
Yeah.
And just like making sure he's...
Thanks for your service, officer.
What? You being sarcastic? Stop that.
I'm sleuthing. I'm walking away.
Stop touching things. This is a crime
I'm
scene.
not touching anything.
Were you the ones that called this in?
Yes, we called it in. I called it in.
What would you didn't do this, did you?
No.
No,
we just-
no.
All right.
Do I look like a horse? Don't answer that.
Fair enough. Do I look like a pig? Don't answer that.
Wait.
Yes.
You
were
don't.
also
You look
the
actually
911
very
dispatcher?
svelte.
What was that?
You were also the 911 dispatcher?
No, of course not. They put out a call that somebody was injured and the ambulance is on the way, but
An ape?
if somebody
How
got...
did you know that he thought you looked like a pig?
Because I just said it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, you also said that to the
Observation 101. What'd you get, a C?
Still passing.
Yeah.
I don't give lower than C's.
For the record, you do not look like a pig. You look like remarkably in shape.
I could stand to lose a 10 or maybe
No, I
a
mean-
12. Listen, we've got this, you folks. I can take a quick statement, but it doesn't sound like you've got anything to say about
We
it.
literally just
No.
we're gonna walk around and we saw this dude and we're good Samaritans.
So you
Don't tase me.
I'm not going to tase. I don't even carry a taser. If I was going to do anything, I'd pepper spray you or hit you with a baton, but I'm not going to do that. Why would I?
I don't know. Why do cops do anything?
That's a good question. Maybe we should all be asking that question sometimes. Anyway, you folks can clear out if you don't mind. I'm going to secure this crime scene. Ambulance should be here in a moment.
Great.
I've got my own magnifying glass. Thank you.
Oh no.
And you see him kind of pat the guy down a little bit while he's looks kind of stabilized. You see him pull out his wallet also, and just kind of
change, isn't it?
just see how much change is in it. And you see him just kind of hold it for a moment and just kind of like focus on it for a moment.
Oh
Just
yeah,
kind
he's
of,
a sensitive.
yeah, and you can't tell necessarily that anything is, but you just see him like kind of standing there with his wallet for a minute, just kind of like holding it and just like thinking.
Got any leads there?
No. I mean, we got his identification, and folks like this. It's been an interesting time. Folks like this have been popping up in the streets, kind of injured with the same kind of MO. Big old hoof print, like they got kicked by a horse. Some kind of cowboy out there.
Where are the other? I mean, if we're allowed to ask.
You're not, but go ahead.
Well, could you maybe warn us of where these other people have been found with
For our safety, so we don't wander there.
I mean, all over the place, all over town. It's not. I can't find a pattern. If there's a pattern, I'll be darned.
Well, I feel like the public deserves to know that there's,
An angry
repeated
horse.
similar incidents.
An angry horse. Yeah. Well, we don't really know even what we would have to say about it yet. It's still an investigation in progress. And interestingly, a lot of these guys, they tend to be kind of scumbags anyway. So it doesn't seem like normal folks have too much to fear. But we don't want somebody out there kicking dudes, And it's mostly dudes, but dudes are bad people anyway most of the time. So.
True that.
So, anyway, if you want a statement or something, you can come talk to us. But I'm not authorized to do that at this point. This is an open investigation.
Okay. It just sounds like something that, if the campus police were to know about it, that they would send out a campus-wide notification.
Well, sure. I mean, like I said, if you want to take a statement, make a statement. You want us to make a statement, come by the office sometime, and we'll be glad to. But right now, we're in an active crime scene, and we don't let journalists just into an active crime scene to distract us with questions. That's policy procedure.
All right.
Well, we should be on our way. It was really great seeing you again.
Oh yeah. Well, fine.
You want an apple?
I would like an apple, but I can't eat it right now. Can I put it in my pocket for a while?
Sure.
All right.
I'm not gonna force you to eat it. As long as you just put it in your mouth.
So he takes the apple, and again, he kind of takes it and puts it in his pocket, and keeps his hand in his pocket, and just kind of like says, "All right, see you later." And you see him just walk a couple of steps away, and just like with his hand in his pocket, just kind of like thinking about the crime scene.
Oh. Okay. He's gonna see the whole history of that apple.
He's going to scry that apple.
See it in Washington State. Being fit.
It's a Washington apple.
So he tells you guys to time to go.
Okay.
Okay.
And as you're walking away, he kind of calls out to you specifically.
Yeah?
Hey, if you guys find anything about what's happening here, do me a favor. Let me know.
Oh, sure, officer. We love to assist the law.
Is that sarcasm again?
You're a clever man. Figure it out.
I think I figured it out. Just let me know.
I will let you know. Don't worry about
Right.
it.
Do you have a card with your contact information?
The police station.
Okay.
Police card. And you hear
Great,
the
shall we?
ambulance, roll, kind of siren in the distance coming in.
It's interesting that the detective got there before the ambulance.
Yeah, he could have been out patrolling. It could have been not a coincidence. Who knows?
Cops
Who
can get there
knows?
before ambulances, because ambulances are often like at a place. I don't know.
Who knows?
And cops just
Kind of drive
they
around.
summon from the
Patrol,
ether.
yeah.
Who
I don't know,
who
patrol,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe
Only
he's
I
the
do.
horse.
Only my spreadsheet can tell.
Oh
I
no!
look at him and say, "You a horse?
He looks back at you and says, "You a pig?
Do you should
Get out of here." Cool.
follow this blood trail?
Yes, you follow the blood trail for a
Can you track it? With
I
your
cat senses.
follow your nose.
Yeah, as a cat.
So the interesting thing about the shapeshifting is you have these senses of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So the question is like, can a bobcat track things by scent, or like could a bobcat be better at a human at tracking a blood trail?
Interesting.
I'm happy to let it happen. I just don't know.
Probably.
have to be able
Well-
to like.
Yeah.
I think that, so their scent is better than humans, but it's
Yeah.
not as good as like a dog, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
'Cause,
you were like
like-
a were basset hound, like you'd
'Cause-
get there real fast.
Yeah, bobcats are very visual.
Okay.
So
They're
like
kinda like
that's like
ambush.
They're
their,
ambush.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know that it would necessarily benefit you more than just like normally tracking in this case.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe it might be helpful for me to become a cat just to have an extra.
you could certainly see better at night, I would assume.
Yeah, and I would if in case we run into the lifelock guys or something, I could kind of dash into the bushes and just look like a normal bobcat.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Great. So you are in cat form,
Yeah.
and you guys are tracking. Excuse me. And so you can still communicate like simple things to them specifically because they know you're a
yeah, and I'm gonna be kind of like not walking next to them, but like
prowling.
like
Yeah, yeah.
so that I don't
Sunken in the shadow.
so that I don't look like it's just them walking like a pet cat.
Great. So you guys, you continue following this blood trail, and you guys have. It's not the freshest trail now because you stayed around to talk for a while. So there is. Let's see how would this go? Yeah. So you guys go, and it actually leads way off in the distance, down the street, down a kind of taking a turn, and leads into another alleyway.
It's like Inception. There's an alleyway in that movie, right?
Yeah. And Sarah, when you in cat form get to that alleyway, you can tell through your advanced senses that there are two people kind of in that alleyway,
Okay,
hiding behind a dumpster.
so I
What is it, boy?
the hair on my hackles go up, and I kind of like slink behind and hide.
Apples.
My apples go up.
I'm just gonna. That's funny. I just think it's a horse. Here, horsey, horsey.
You hear the sound of a gun being cocked.
Horse hunters.
Sorry, wrong alley.
Who the hell's there? Get the hell out of here. You don't want any of this.
No.
Okay, goodbye. And she just kind of walks away. She just kind of hurries away out of that area.
Hey,
Yeah.
we like back up the alley.
Yeah.
What if we use the cop to get them? They're not allowed to just carry guns. That's like illegal, I think.
In
Wait,
Arizona?
You're right.
Uh-oh. The real law gets in the way of the game law.
Well, not if he doesn't have a concealed carry permit, which is something I can't say as
let's
a
ask
cat.
Well, I think in Arizona you're allowed to not conceal carry. You're
Oh,
allowed to just
open
have
carry?
an open carry.
Open
yeah.
carry.
That would be the term.
Non-concealed carry.
Who was that? Did it smell like the guys from earlier? Cat drunk?
No, it smelled, again, cat's sense of smell is not the best, but it smelled like the blood that you smelled. Yeah.
Could
real
you get
team.
in any closer and maybe listen to what they're doing?
I could jump in the dumpster.
You can dump in the jumpster.
I can.
Wait, could you get onto the roof?
Does the alley have a roof?
Well, no, like
The building next
building's
to it.
next. It's one of those famous Tampa roofed alleys.
Keep it real dry.
Yeah.
They have that problem. It's too wet in Arizona.
So, yeah, you could absolutely, if you wanted to try to climb up.
Okay.
How do you want to go about that? Like, what's your approach to that?
Well, I'm assuming that if it's an alleyway, this building is more than a couple stories tall.
Not necessarily.
It's like a story tall. These are like
Okay.
smaller, like little like shops.
It's like
Machine
Southwestern style buildings, so they're not that
Yeah.
like tall. They're just like a
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of space.
Yeah.
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 And everything's painted various shades of sandstone with accents of teal.
Mm-hmm.
The alley's it's just teal.
It's
Just a
very-
teal
it's
alley,
very
a wet teal alley.
Yeah. Arizona actually has the only
Alleys in the country.
McDonald's that McDonald's as a corporation allowed them to paint the arches of the M teal instead of yellow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
allow. They would. It's one of
Because
those.
in the part of it's in Sedona, and there's like a zoning thing about how everything has to fit a specific color scheme.
This has been Sarah's McDonald's corner.
Sarah's,
Did you know?
Sarah's specific colors only allowed corner for advertising
I was like,
purposes.
it could be racist.
Cool. So, what are you trying to do here?
So I'm gonna.
It doesn't have to be that. It can be whatever you want to do.
So, the alleyway I'm imagining,
Mhm.
because I can try to get on the roof of this, but I need to get up onto the roof, and so I need.
And it's kind of like a like stucco-y, like with your claws and stuff. You think you
Is
could
there a
probably.
tree?
Nope.
I was thinking I could help get a boost up if I like. I mean, if this is a dumpster for like yeah.
The dumpster's in the alley, like they're
Yeah,
hiding
yeah.
behind the dumpster, so they would notice you probably if you were like on the dumpster,
But
unless you were super.
they
quiet.
would notice me as a cat,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they might not. I mean, cats are in alleys, right?
I mean, a
A
bobcat is
bobcat,
pretty.
though.
Yeah.
Bobcat.
I feel like the size of alley cat, bobcat, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there like any maybe other trash cans or like cardboard boxes kind of stacked around that I can use to as leverage, or maybe a rain spout?
There's like a garbage can and a rain spout on the front of the building.
That is something like bobcats are amazing climbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
you would
like
have you would have scale in climbing, which basically scale we haven't got into either, but basically
It would be a supernatural
And you
climber.
could
Yes.
you have climb in scale when scaling.
yes, exactly. When you scale, you scale. You get either +1 to the roll or +2 if it's like an attack or anything. You get it's either +1 to the roll or you roll regularly, and if you're successful, you can add 2 to it.
Okay.
So it's basically like I'm pretty sure that I want to make sure I get it, or I'm sure I'll get it and I want to make it better when I succeed type
Okay.
of thing.
So I'm gonna kind of back out to. So if the alleyway is on these two.
Oh, we're out of the alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna climb up the front of the building, like not in an alleyway. And,
Great. What approach are you taking to doing that?
As a cat.
It could be
That
any
will
approach
be-
is viable.
Um.
You want to quickly scrabble up the side. You want to try to do it like as quietly as possible.
Yeah, I want it to be sneaky.
So guile.
So guile.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a guile roll.
Okay. Sneaky cat. It's a wash. So my guile is 2.
Yeah, that's okay.
Plus supernatural.
Plus supernatural. Yeah, you either yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. Cool. So you climb up sneakily to the roof, and you're kind of perched a little ways forward, or just kind of back a little bit. And I'm gonna. You get to the edge, but you can't. You can hear kind of that they're like murmuring, but you can't make out what they're saying.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to offer you a compel
Okay.
because you have maximal journalistic integrity.
Even as a
and-
cat.
Even as a cat, and you were just telling that police officer, like, shouldn't people know about what's happening here and maybe what's being targeted? So I'm going to say maybe you get, in trying to listen and hear what they're saying, a little bit too close.
Hell yeah. That's something she would do.
Cool. So you get a little bit too close to the edge, peeking your little cat head over.
My little ears.
Doop.
They do that thing where they like my eyes go back and it like the ears rotate. You know.
Get a little bit too close, and you hear. So here's what you hear. Because you should have a benefit for that also. But you hear one of those two guys saying like, "We gotta tell the boss. This guy's hunting us." And you hear the other guy say, "Yeah, don't worry. He's got him. He's got it all planned. You know, they're all up in Fat Man's Pass, they say." And then the other guy says, "Hey, is that a big cat head looking at us?"
Meow.
And takes a shot at you.
Oh, with a gun.
With a gun.
Oh, time to haste the fuck away.
So he is going to act first and he's going to take a shot at the cat head that he sees, because like, holy shit, that's a big cat head, and why would that be here? And he seems to know that there's a shapeshifter going after them anyway.
Yeah.
So this is going to be...
Well, he said hunting us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is a 2 overall.
Oh, dropped one. Okay. And I.
So you roll whatever you're going to have to try to defend against that with.
I'm just trying to run away.
So haste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.
Great. Absolutely succeeds. So he takes a shot and you just like, boop, like duck your little cat head back. And it is his buddy's, he's going to make it his buddy's turn. And his buddy is going to charge out of the alleyway. And he comes out of the alleyway, and you see this guy has like a gash run down the side of his arm.
Okay.
That's where the blood's been coming from. And he sees you two standing there, and he's going to take a shot also at, let's see, at Phil.
Okay.
Same thing here. And he rolls just a 1.
Great.
That's your mom.
It is my mom.
Mom's calling.
Probably about the...
Oh, about the thing.
Yeah.
You want to explain?
So Brandon's mom's calling because.
No. I think I'm going to try to haste.
Dodge, basically.
Yeah, just drop to the ground.
Just lean up against the side of the alleyway and try and look like the wall.
Wash, which brings it to a 2.
Great. Yeah, you duck out of the way, and these guys are like just kind of like running out, taking a wild shot, and you just dodge out of the way. And he's going to make it your turn.
Well, I don't like being shot at, so I'm going to attempt to use one of my magical talents to throw sand in his face.
Great.
And
this is to create an advantage, is that correct?
Correct.
He's going to oppose that, of course. Not well.
Okay, +4 to the roll, which brings it to 6.
And he rolls a -2.
Wonderful.
So you have blinded on him.
Whoa.
He is blinded, and because you've succeeded with style, you get a second free invocation of
Okay.
that. So basically you have... yeah.
You need to post it now.
Yeah.
I got one
There's
right
some
here.
other ones on the desk too, but
So he's
grab the
blinded,
break.
and any you get and you can. I think the way we were talking about this last time, when you create advantages, I think to make sure that it's not like that the people who create advantages are still involved in the combat and like giving damage and stuff. I think if you create advantages, those are yours. So those two are Phil's advantages.
Got it.
But on someone else's turn, you can spend those on other people's behalf.
Okay, great.
So it is you adding the damage, like you're participating in the actual act of it,
Right.
but it's like you're helping the other person, and it's like a team up attack. Does that make sense?
That sounds great.
What
Great.
does that say?
Blinded.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm terrible handwriting.
No, it's okay.
Cool. So that makes it. Whose turn is next? It can be either Heather or Audrey, whichever one you choose.
I'm on the roof still?
Heather is down. Yeah, you're on the roof, so you're safe. So let's make it Heather's turn.
So Heather is she's going to shout at them, "Shame on you shooting at innocent people," and try to cast charm.
Great.
With that.
Okay, cool. He's going to defend, but you can. So that's a guile attack, I think.
A guile attack?
Ooh, I'm rolling poorly.
So that's 2.
Great, and he rolled a -2, so you
Okay.
do again succeed with style, and that is an actual attack. So 2 versus -2 is 4 shifts of damage. You can either choose to do 4 damage to him, or you can do 3 damage and get a boost that you can use on your next turn, which is just a +2 to anything.
I'm going to do that.
Cool. So he
3.
takes 3 boxes of damage, and it's all the same damage, so it doesn't matter. And that makes it Audrey's turn. 'Cause she's the last one to act.
I am still on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Let's whip out that beast collar and see if we can attract maybe a big cat. Am I allowed to? Yeah.
Let me read it again just to be double checked.
Okay.
But I think basically it's like just call out.
Yeah.
I think we'll be using this one a lot, so it's good to know.
Yes.
Once per session, garner the aid of an animal or group of animals. Choose one of the following benefits: +4 to any action, a situation aspect with 2 free invokes, or automatic success on an overcome roll. So it's basically give yourself just 1 +4 boost, or give
Yeah.
yourself basically 2 aspects. An aspect you can tap twice for free, and then pay to tap.
So I usually have to I think what happened last time is I used the automatic success, but I think in this case what I want to
Yeah,
do
you
it-
basically used like a roll to run away, and
Yeah.
said
Overcome,
it succeeds. Yeah.
yeah. I want to. Maybe this is a stupid idea.
No.
It's gonna get me in some trouble. Leap down. Wait, both men have guns.
Yes.
One of them's blind.
One of them's blind.
And one of them's just feeling really guilty right now.
Also,
That's the same. And also blind.
Also blind.
I'm gonna attempt to jump down from the roof on top of one of the gunmen's heads.
great. So that's absolutely.
Which
There's one still in the alley. That's the one that took a shot at you, and there's one that ran out, and that's the one that took a shot at Phil.
And they're both blinded?
No, the one that's out by them is blind. The other one the one that took a shot at you nothing has happened to him.
Okay. I'm going to the one that's in the alley.
Great. So that's just going to be a straight up attack,
Yeah.
and I would say that's either guile or force, because you're jumping down at someone, and it's either like an ambush thing or like a just straight up pounce as hard as you can type thing,
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Or
it's an
whatever.
ambush thing.
or haste
since
even,
that's our-
because you're just trying to.
That's true. Just
Yeah, whatever you feel like it is.
This feels very cartoon-like. I feel like this is something that happens in cartoons.
This is something
what
big
Bob-
cats do,
That's
though.
something that bobcats do to eat.
That's their thing.
Yeah. So I
One
guess.
story is not very tall.
Yeah, I'll go with guile.
Great. And are you using that beast call to add +4 or get 2 free invokes, or how do you want to use
an
that?
action to do it?
Nope, it's just something you can do.
Oh.
It's either +4
Yeah.
to. It's basically just a bonus.
Yeah.
Like it's either a second cat jumps down with her, or a couple of them swarm and distract him, so she can get 2 free.
Yeah, I think. The way I'm imagining this is like I would call out before jumping, and so maybe call in an additional backup and other predators in the area to also attack either one of these two.
Yeah, let's say there's like a smaller like feral cat.
Yeah.
That's like prowling
In the alley?
That's in the alley
Yeah.
in the dumpster.
There'd probably be a whole colony.
Strutting
Yeah.
down the alley.
So do you want to add +4 to the roll, or do you want to, whatever,
I'm-
or get 2 free infos?
Kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna add 4.
great, cool.
So, did I choose that beforehand last time? No, it was because I took Beast Collar. I paid the fate point.
To
That's why.
do the
Okay.
thing,
I
yeah.
was like, why does this feel different? Okay. Okay. So that makes my guile 1 + 4 is 5.
Yeah, so you leap down on this guy, and you legitimately do you want, how, I guess, are you trying to kill him, or are you trying to knock him out? What are you trying to do here? You are a big cat, so it's...
I mean, I think my intention as I was leaving the roof was to just make him not able to shoot at my friends or at me.
Mhm.
But
Kill him.
but certainly as a predator and a carnivore, I wouldn't necessarily have the wherewithal to stop myself from ripping at his jugular.
Cool. Well, in that case, you do that. You absolutely do that, and you kill him.
Tasty.
Tasty. Yum, yum, yum.
Got the taste for human flesh.
Fair enough.
Only as a
Cool.
cat.
It's back to the top.
Trying to
But
kill you.
in this case, you do not get to choose who's next because there's one more person who hasn't acted yet. And you hear from down the street the galloping of hooves,
My friend.
who assumedly heard 2 gunshots going off as he was looking for these 2 guys. And you see a horse gallop out and just rear up behind this guy and hooves down at him. Just back of the head, knocked out. On
The other
ground.
shooter.
The second shooter.
Okay.
And he just knocks the guy out.
Great.
And the horse just kind of stands there looking at you with big horse eyes.
Apple.
I look around for where I drop my apples.
The horse's eyes kind of narrow. Wait a minute. He doesn't say that, but
Horses like apples, right?
yeah, he slowly kind of hesitantly, he wants those apples, but he's
Yeah.
this
We're
is
not here to
strange.
hurt you. We're that is our bobcat friend.
I'm licking copious amounts of human blood off of
Holy
my-
shit!
He looks at that and kind of shakes his mane and quickly shifts back into a human. And it's
Is he
one of the-
naked?
one of the ones with
not
clothes?
naked. He's one of the ones with clothes. And he's wearing jeans and a nice collared shirt, but not a office collared shirt, a real tight fitting club shirt, I would describe it as.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's really hot.
He is super hot. He's got slicked black hair, and he just looks at the
That's
cat.
not the hottest.
Yeah. Cool slicked though, not
Not lame.
not lame. And he looks at you, licking blood off of some thug off you, and he's just nice. You take care of these guys.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the apple, bud.
No problem. I got a lot. Horses are big,
I know. Trust me, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He winks.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
Big donger joke.
Well, thanks for the assist. You guys don't seem that spooked. The horse just turned into a human, so
No, our
you seem
friend's a
with
bobcat,
it.
yeah.
With it, great.
I'm gonna pop back up into
And I can
a
do
human.
this.
And I think I'm still covered in blood when that happens.
It kind of washes off a
Heather
little
is kind of horrified by
Yeah.
this whole
I
scenario.
can do this.
bit. Wave your hands around.
Oh, great.
All right, fair enough. Hey, never seen you around before.
Yeah, I'm Audrey.
Oh yeah, Marcus Delgado, werehorse.
That's funny. Your name means the cat.
Does it?
Del Gato?
Gato?
El Gato? The cat?
Yeah, I guess that could be where that came from. That's an interesting coincidence. Or is it?
Should be Del Horso.
I don't think that's how it would be said.
I don't. I didn't do well in Spanish.
Listen, I appreciate the assist, but this is a dangerous place. Lots of people going around trying to make trouble. You don't want to get caught up in all that. But,
So were the guys wearing derby hats?
these 2 guys?
No, I'm not. I'm out of character asking.
Oh, no. These were like leather jacket, bald, like shitty guys. Was it? No, not that.
Okay.
Just bald.
Just bald.
Just bald.
Just bald.
Okay.
Wait. How do you know that they were dangerous? Do you know anything
These
about
two guys?
Yeah.
Because I saw him robbing some lady.
Yeah, I know, but you sort of implied that they were part of, I don't know, some kind of organized group.
I mean, there's crime. There's like gangs. There's gangs.
So you're like super horse.
I prefer to think of myself as Horse Zorro.
Oh. Bad horse.
Bad horse? Good horse.
Bat
horse. Yeah. Like if Batman saw a horse.
Like if Batman was a horse.
So horseman?
Fair enough. Horseman.
That's right. You're right.
It sounds pretty. I don't like the sound of that. I prefer Horse Zorro, but the theme fits certainly.
Horso?
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
You see my problem here.
I do.
Yeah. Anyway, but this is kind of this is kind of my thing.
This is your vigilante territory.
Exactly. This town kind of a like this town's mine type of thing I got going on. Not that I don't share it with anybody, but bad guys better think twice.
There's cops around, by the way.
That's fine. I can outrun a cop car.
Are you the horse that's been knocking people out all over town?
No, that's a different horse. Just kidding. How ridiculous would that be if there was a second horse?
Well,
That
I
would be
don't-
pretty ridiculous.
I guess so. I shouldn't have asked.
No, it's fine to ask. It's funny.
It's just some gentle ribbing.
Just some gentle ribbing. Anyway.
Now look, what we've sought you out because we were told, and we've since been updated. But we were initially told by the CEO of LifeLock
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
that you were here and that we
Send
wanted
you
to
kill
know.
me?
I think
Is that one of those,
But then they try to kill our friends.
Then
so
they tried to
we're
kill
like,
our
we
friends,
Don't
so
think we don't want the hats anymore.
Are they hunting
Yeah.
you too? Do you know anything about this? Do you know anything about this group that they're trying to?
What's the other side to this story? Because there were a lot of tears from his side, and we really want to just hear
You
the.
got the sob story. So many people get fooled by that sob story.
It's very
Wait,
good.
No one killed his son?
Oh, somebody killed his son. Somebody did it. How about you want? You're not part of the organization.
No, these guys.
It's new. You haven't heard about it. I understand. That's okay. How about this? I can take you there. You can talk to the people in charge. I don't get to make these decisions. I wish I did, but I don't. But you should be part of this anyway, because you're not safe on your own. It's the whole thing. You're not safe out there on your own, except me. But it's a different story.
Wait. Okay.
We're gonna meet the Horse King?
No, the Horse King lives somewhere else. Also, there's no Horse King. Also, there's no such thing as a Horse King.
That's some general ribbing.
I mean, unless you mean Shadowfax, Lord of Horses.
There's-
That's some token right there.
Oh, I saw the second one.
She's the second one of everything.
Only see sequels.
Listen, if you guys want to, I can take you there. It's late, but we don't keep regular hours so much anyway.
It's like a location? Like there's a whole bunch of you that are just always there? It's not like a meeting, a club meeting?
It's a hideout. I shouldn't even be.
That's so cool! Let's
Isn't it?
go!
That's half the reason I joined up, because it's a cool hideout.
Well, I don't know. Are these guys allowed, or should maybe just you and I go alone?
But I can do this.
Oh,
This-
now there's some.
this time
yeah.
I'll
Oh,
actually
okay.
do
I see what you're
some
going at.
sense.
Listen, you guys all seem with it. Anybody that's hunted down just riffraff, it's probably pretty good. And you, a shapeshifter, if you, I don't know if I would take just anybody, but you should see the organization. And if you're a unit, you're a unit. If you're a eunuch, you're a eunuch. Sorry.
I don't know if I would call us a unit.
I don't know, we've been hanging out all day and another day.
That's fine.
I guess so.
I guess if you want to go, you can come. If you don't, you don't have to. It's up to you.
I think we should investigate
I
this.
wanna go.
All right, you guys got hiking stuff. It's a bit of a.
Sure, yeah.
You guys, nobody's wearing sandals.
Well,
I am, but they're.
But you're comfortable walking for a little ways?
Oh
then?
yeah.
I have heels, but I have some flats in the trunk of my car.
All right, go
so
get them. You're gonna want
thank
those.
you.
Yeah.
Do
It's
you
fun
want
you're wearing heels for this.
to? Do you want to just wear my Converse? I can just go as a cat.
No. I've got flats in the trunk of my car. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm prepared for everything.
All right. How about this?
I'm wearing Birkenstocks.
Let's go to your car and then follow me.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Sure.
follow the horse
Mm-hmm.
and try to keep up.
We won't be able to keep up. Horses are very fast.
Good point. I'll go slow for you. For your little car.
Okay.
He hates cars, as all horses do.
It's all good horses.
Canonically.
Taking our jobs. Cars.
They're the ones coming into the country and stealing their jobs. Horses are just super racist.
So he goes back to the car with you, and he's very much on the lookout for anything else going on. So you get back in the car. He turns into a horse, and he kind of like gestures with his head and starts running off.
You could have just directed us from inside, but okay.
He knows he could have. He don't want to get in that car.
Okay.
He literally hates.
I
cars.
think Heather feels very guilty about leaving those guys back there, so she is going to call the police and just report it.
Cool. Yeah.
Just like that there was a body and something.
Yeah.
in
So,
there. Yeah.
And what's your great? And do we have any contact information? Are you still at the scene?
I think I'm using the little car phone.
They're asking you.
Oh, yes. No, we drove by. It looked very dangerous, so I didn't want to.
Okay, well, great. Thanks for letting us know.
Thank you, frequent
you.
caller.
Thank you, frequent.
Thank
Not
you
different
so
caller.
much.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Yeah, they call it in. They say
Different
though.
frequent caller.
Yeah.
Well, while she does that, I'm pondering in my head how or if it would be correct to write a story about a murder that I committed
That doesn't say. Unless you were confessing.
as a cat. But so I'm wrestling with that.
Yeah.
Also wondering, maybe out loud, what it would be like to ride that horse.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Is
Is this maybe a good place to take a break?
Sure. Yeah. If you want a break, we will take one here while we're driving. We'll be back. No
Just
one
zoom
go
the camera
anywhere.
in really far on the pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Zoom in on the pumpkin.
Great. So we are back.
Ta-da.
Hello.
Thanks for sticking
Hello.
around through the break, everyone in the world. Great. So before the break, you guys were driving behind a horse who was running through the streets, leading you to the secret hideout of these
Shapeshifter.
shapeshifters. So he leads you a little ways. He's pretty fast. He's such a magnificent horse. He's like a chestnut horse.
Horseman and chestnuts.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
And he's just like tossing his mane as he runs, but you can tell he doesn't need to. He just is.
He's
so-
really full of himself.
So much.
He's a real stallion.
Yes, so much. Or maybe a gelding. I don't know that I for sure know what horse terms
Sorry,
mean.
we here don't shame geldings. So
Fair enough. Cool. So he runs a while, and he actually runs kind of out of the city proper, and out kind of on a road that's like leading out through kind of a desert area. And he pulls off to the side where there's kind of a trail leading into a national park area, and leads you to the parking lot, and then kind of turns back into a human and is like, all right, get out.
before we get out, I'm just going to stop her for a second and
Oh,
just
yeah.
say, I know that look. I'm not matchmaking you with this guy. I know that's what you want.
No, I wasn't even gonna. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Okay, well, that's not happening, so
Oh my god.
he's not a good match.
I don't need you to tell me. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Well, I'm not matchmaking you, so
Okay, fine.
so that's fine then.
Fine.
Great,
I didn't
we're
want
good.
you to.
Great, we're good.
I'm gonna match me.
I'm gonna match you.
Cool. So you get out. And he's all right. Well, ready for the hike?
Okay, yeah.
All right, so he takes you up on a trail, and he's kind of like pointing out little things as you go. there's you
That's
see
a little rock. That's a little.
that's an even smaller rock.
Pebble.
And the trail you're on, the signs kind of say that it's leading up to two things. There's signs that say Fat Man's Pass, and
That's what
signs
that guy said.
that say the Mystery Rift.
Okay.
These are actual things in Tempe, Arizona.
Really?
Yep. So he leads you up through, and this is kind of like a desert, kind of rocks, like going up through kind of a rocky area. And eventually you get to the point that's called Fat Man's Pass, and it is two rocks that are very close to each other, and there's just a very narrow gap that you have to kind of sidle through.
Like butt cheeks that don't quite come together.
Very much like that. Almost exactly like that in actuality.
So this pass isn't good for fat men.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
think
correct.
I think it looks like two fat men.
It's like you're
maybe?
going between two tummies.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It kind of makes sense, but
But if I was a fat man and I hiked all the way up here, I'd be pretty mad. That's all I'm saying.
oh yeah, I'm absolutely sure that's happened a whole lot of times. Anyway, that's just what they call it. Anyway, welcome to the Mystery Rift. I don't know why they call it that either, but that's what it is. And this is someplace we call home. So
You live out here in the mountains?
yeah, we've made sorry, excuse me, the Wonder Rift. I
Wonder.
apologize. The Wonder Rift is the actual name of it. We've all got homes and stuff, but we found it more recently safer to camp out here. This is nobody's found us here yet. It's kind of out of the way. People don't tend to come up here that much because it's not a.
Wait a second, they know you're up here.
Who does?
One of the guys, right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did mention that.
Yeah.
One of those lowlifes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He said that they were out in Fat Man's Pass.
Yeah, interesting. Well, we'll deal with that. Those
I mean,
guys aren't too much of a problem. There's regulars, you know.
I mean, that one guy is not going to be talking anytime soon, but
He's dead, I think.
we don't know
Nice.
who he's told or who he's connected with.
Well, if they know, we'll deal with it. We know that that gangs. We know where their leadership kind of tends to go around, and if they want to try to start something, you know, they got to mess with the best. So we'll deal with it.
And the best don't mess.
And the best don't mess with the rest. I confess. Nice contribution.
Thanks.
So he takes you through that pass, and kind of there's almost like a bowl in the middle of these kind of rockier areas, and there's some tents there, and there's a couple of people kind of milling around, and everyone's kind of like looking very suspiciously at you guys as you are walking in. And there's a couple of animals.
Hey, everyone, I brought apples.
Some of them are like, oh, and some of them are like, oh, no thanks.
All the cats are like,
Yeah, what do I want with this? There is, sitting on a tent, there is a great horned owl who is kind of very intently watching as you go. There is a turtle, a big old
desert
like
tortoise.
a desert tortoise. There's interestingly, there's a giraffe hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Duh.
Yeah, and then
And
just
it's
a couple.
just swinging its neck around.
Yeah. And then a couple of people, and he leads you to one of the tents. He says, well, "Let me introduce you to closest thing we've got to somebody in charge. Kind of a more figuring out what exactly that's going to look like. But for now, you can talk to Elisa, and she'll tell you if you if you can stick around a little bit. All right."
Okay.
Hey, Elisa, these guys want to talk to you. They're one of them's one of us, kinda, and the other two are fine, as far as I can tell. The tent flap opens, and a woman named Elisa comes out, and she says, "Hello. Is there a bit of trouble today?"
Well,
Yeah?
Yeah. Everything okay? Are you're all right? I understand. Usually we don't get many visitors unless there's some reason, and Marcus seems to have walked away without even saying anything to me, so much appreciated as always. So what can I do for you?
Well, we've had a couple of incidents. My friend Audrey here has been attacked by
Okay.
some men from LifeLock.
I see. So you're the what? You some kind of
Werecat.
cat. Great. Cool. Very cool.
Thanks.
So what'd my dad tell you about me? Give you the old Salve story?
Oh, you're the snake woman.
Yeah.
Oh, we were at the wedding.
What wedding?
The wedding where you murdered that guy.
I hosted a wedding and a giant snake came out. So if that wasn't you, you are at the very least being framed.
Oh, I see. So he told you I can turn into a massive snake and eat
Yeah.
people. All right. And very quickly, her form kind of drops away, and there's just a very small rattlesnake coiled on the ground in front of you.
That's not the snake we
Okay.
saw.
Okay, not the same.
Turns back into a
Not
human.
the same. Okay, very well.
Okay, well that clearly wasn't you. So
Yeah.
this was a big snake.
Okay. Well, that's great. I don't like hearing that that's out there, but not me. So
Well, that's-
not
Your dad
me.
tried to make us think it was you.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't. He never exactly cared how it works so much.
Then how can you judge it so much?
Well, that's a great question. That's a great question, and if I could get anywhere near him to ask it, I certainly would. But I can't. So I'm stuck with what is.
They tried to shoot her.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Yeah, there are these guys. Has LifeLock always been really like? Why are they hunting us now? And I didn't even know that there was.
Yeah, they've always tried. He's always been trying to get information on people, but you could send people around, but it's just a company. About a year back, they started sending the derbies.
Yeah.
Yeah, you meet them?
Yeah.
Nice guys, right?
Oh no.
We thought so, but
Yeah,
then
always
they
seemed
tried to
that
shoot
way.
at our friend.
Yeah, always seemed that way until somebody disappears. And coincidentally, it's always somebody who can do what we can do, and yeah.
What do you mean disappears? Like someone goes
Well,
missing?
isn't that just a great question?
Are they locked away? Life locked away?
Well, isn't that would be a funny joke if it was at all funny in any way. But no. Who knows?
I wasn't joking. I was like, are they
life
locking
locked away?
people? Are they locking them away for life?
That's a great question. And I would love to know the answer to that. But I don't. All I know is that people that I know just stop being around forever. And that's it. It's a good time. It's a good time to be alive and terrified.
Do you believe that your father is acting in good faith?
What does that even mean?
Does he believe that you have legitimately killed your brother? Does he genuinely
He's been
believe?
going on about that for 18, 19 years now.
Is it true?
No, of course not.
Um,
He died,
I
and I
asked.
don't know why. They said it was snake bite, and so, yeah, I can understand being mad. But can I understand this? Abducting people and doing God knows what to them who had nothing to do with it? Even if I did, which I didn't. Even if I did. Is that good faith? I don't think so.
No, I ask because I wonder if it would be possible for him to do something manipulative like frame you for this wedding, or if that may be somebody else.
I wouldn't put any goddamn thing past that man. He could have done anything and anything to do the thing that he wants, which is get rid of me and everybody like me. Because he thinks every last one of us are animals. No, we're not. We're people, and we're animals too.
Well, only like half the time.
What?
Like, we're animals sometimes and we're people
Well,
the rest of the time.
I don't know how you work, but when I'm an animal, I'm still got me in there.
Well, yeah, me too. It just, like technically it would be correct.
I think she's saying like animals like that have to be put down, kind of like you're an animal, like an insult.
Exactly.
God.
Like
No.
we're murdering instinctual creatures who have no humanity left inside us at all.
Well, that's definitely not true.
Sure, of course. So
Heather kind of gives like a little bit of a skeptical kind of look because she's just torn out the jugular of a man
yeah, sure.
in bobcat form.
Well, this person doesn't know that, and who knows what she thinks about that. So I guess the question is again, what can I do for you folks?
Well, I'm wondering how I can stay safe with all this going out there. I mean, shouldn't we do something to stop this from happening? I mean, if it's all based on a lie, then...
Well, sure, I'd like to, but, I've tried to convince him for the last 19 years.
Well, then what's the objective of this whole group here?
Stay alive as long as we can.
But you're not going to try to actively take out the force that's making that difficult?
Well, that's been a bit of an argument. That's been a bit of an argument for us, and we don't really have anybody quite so much in charge here, so there's no real decision-making person, and so everyone's been making their own decisions on that, and there's a lot of dissent.
Well, I'm sure that if you had the right leadership in place, that a group could organize and make a difference.
Yeah, but I'm not so much about making a difference as making sure that I don't get killed.
Well, yeah, but it seems like everybody has that goal, so why not?
Sure, listen, if we could find a way to do it, great, I'd be all for it. But we don't know a damn thing about this. All we know is about a year ago, these derbies started coming around.
What are the derbies?
Isn't that the million-dollar question?
There's a lot of questions.
There's a lot of questions. I don't have a whole lot of answers, which is making me think that it's time to just answer the one question, which is how can I stay alive? And how can people like me stay alive? And that is get far away, get hidden, get safe, and keep it that way.
Some of the thugs that we saw and that our friend killed knew that you guys were up in Fat Man's Pass.
All right. That's not good.
I mean, we don't know. I mean, definitely those guys aren't going to be talking, but we don't know.
Well, one of them's still alive.
I'll have to talk to Marcus, see who they were.
They were like bald.
Yeah. And, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Probably. All right. Crime people.
That's what he said.
There's a gang. A lot of them were bald. I don't know. It's kind of a thing of them.
Leather jackets.
Yeah. Did it have a monogrammed H on it?
Sure.
It did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The Hellboys.
I saw the second one.
Hell. The movie?
Yeah.
They're not related to the movie.
Oh, okay.
As far as I can tell.
They're not demons or anything?
No.
There were demons at this wedding.
Demons at the wedding?
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, I'm wondering, is there a chance that your dad honestly does believe that you are that giant snake and
There's every chance he believes it. Like I
mean,
said, he never cared how it works.
he never saw you actually transform?
Can you turn into any cat you want?
No.
Oh, did he see me transform into a snake?
Yeah.
Of course he did. And then he sees another snake and goes, and you're that one too? And then he sees something else happen and goes, well, that could have been you too? He sees somebody...
So he's just really dumb.
I mean, he's a smart guy. He just, he sees what he wants to see.
I think it would be helpful if you could kind of make a list of the people who would want to see you framed for something like a portal being opened at a wedding, devils coming out, and you coming out as a giant snake.
Okay.
But yeah, because we have to find out because Apollo will burn us alive if we don't. Probably.
Okay. Again, not my problem.
No, of course not.
Do you have a real long piece of paper? I can make you that list.
I do. She just has like her whole notebook.
Okay, so
like organized.
Real long piece of
Her giant.
So she just
stack
kind of like takes the pen just like this almost and just lengthwise just writes, "My dad."
Okay,
There's the list.
Well, this is appreciated. Is there anyone else? And is there anyone capable of that kind of spell?
I haven't interacted with people.
Do you know any big snakes?
I don't know any big snakes. I know I've seen a constrictor snake. That's a regular snake.
Yeah,
You
that's
sounds
not
like you're
that
talking like a big demon
No,
type
We're
snake.
talking about a
Poisonous.
venomous, yes.
Oh, and how big you talking?
like
20 feet.
have you
Yeah,
ever, have you
that's
ever
not
seen
a
the
real
second Harry
snake.
Potter movie?
Yeah, of course.
I have.
Of course.
It's like that snake.
Yeah, that's not a real snake. Nobody I know turns into animals that aren't real. It's not like I don't know a were Pegasus. Like, that's not a thing.
Oh, you
that's
don't
really
know
right.
where
That's
Pegasus.
not a thing that can happen. You can't, like,
You sure about that?
as far as, I mean, from what we do,
Okay.
yeah, like, we turn into animals.
Well,
Like,
hold
that's
up,
not an
though.
animal. That's a weird magic thing.
A mystical creature.
Yeah, I don't know anyone that can do that. Certainly not.
Okay, so that means that it wasn't actually a shapeshifter. At least not
Not their type.
our
I don't know
type.
what it was, and frankly, if somebody wants to go mess with people, I don't. I've got enough troubles without having to deal with it. I don't know what he's doing, where he found these guys, what they're after, and what they're doing with people. I'd like to know, and it would help us a lot if we did know, because then we might actually be able to figure out what we're gonna do. But until then, all I've got are rumors and swirlings and just like guesses as to like what's happening. And my best guess is he's killing every single one of them. That's all I got, because he hates us. And I get why, but it's still wrong.
Yeah.
Because he's wrong in the first place. Because I didn't kill him. I simply didn't.
Okay, well, do we have a number we can reach you at? Because I'd be happy to pass along any information that we find.
I really don't want to give you this number.
If there's another way I can contact you, I can send one of my lovebirds out here, or if you guys are moving.
Hey, yeah, actually, can you bring one of them here? I might be able to. You can control these things? You can talk?
Yes. They're my friends.
She kind of like looks over at the owl that's sitting up on the tent. It's like, Sylvia, can you come down here for a second? And the owl swoops down and tumbles down and shifts into kind of an older woman. Like, but yeah, you need something? It's like, yeah, can you talk to this lovebird? And she's like, kind of says toodly-doo.
Yeah.
Toodly-doo, toodly-doo. And the lovebird says toodly-doo. It's like, yeah, mostly. Different accents, but you can figure it out. Okay, yeah, so if you send a bird, we can get in touch. We can figure out a way. I don't give out my phone number.
I can do
Okay.
this.
Wave your hands around?
Sand.
Oh! Alright, wizard?
Light.
Light wizard?
No, like a
Like
not
a little
I can
bit
do
un poquito?
un poquito sorcerino.
Yes,
my
good. Very good.
God.
And Birdmancer?
No, I'm an emissary of Aphrodite. Here's my card.
Oh, is she here?
Yes, she is. Well, only via me.
Alright.
Here's my card.
Okay.
So if you do happen across a telephone and you have information that,
Okay. Yeah.
and also if any of you plan on, having your wedding, I hope you would consider me as well.
Oh yeah,
For that.
definitely. We'll throw a big party where we can all be corralled into one place and just.
I'm very discreet
down
when
the
I
building.
need to be. I'm very discreet.
All right. Yeah.
I
Well, if
will
any of us,
tailor your needs.
if any of us leave this area long enough to meet anyone and interact with humankind, then yeah, sure, great.
Well, is there ever like, I don't know, just people dating within the group? Like one shapeshifter and another?
Not that I know of. Kind of tough. 'Cause sometimes the animals don't get along. I knew a guy who was a were-pig that dated a were-lion.
Fucking hate him.
Yep.
Were pigs.
They loved each other, but once they turned, it was all bets were off.
So I think Heather is kind of looking around the camp
Mhm.
and like she finds somebody who is a potential match for
Like two
What's in
people
it?
that are you can like kind of tell they're compatible.
compatible with her.
Oh, with Elisa?
Yeah, with Elisa, because like she's like being so cynical and like Heather hates that and
Yeah.
just wants to like kind of like
Oh my
Are you gonna do anything about it, or
yeah, I'm gonna cast matchmake.
You're gonna try to put aspects on them to give a okay.
Yeah, just like because that's what she
Spice it
wants.
up.
Who do you think
Yeah.
it is then?
Okay, so she's a were snake. So it's like
The tortoise.
The tortoise.
Cold-blooded.
Uh-huh.
The tortoise. Yeah, it's the tortoise. It's the
I
tortoise.
was totally kidding.
No, but that's good.
So that's, I think, how do we write that? Once per session, you can put an aspect on the two of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you just put a connected aspect on the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes like, and it's not a, it's not a happy place. Maybe it could be someday. She says, like looking off at the tortoise, who is just like
He's just eating a big
Eating.
piece of lettuce.
chomping out of a watermelon half. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him an apple.
Oh, he loves the apple. He slowly eats it.
You guys can have these apples. I don't eat them.
You're like, hooray!
So,
Yeah. Listen, I know you guys are not any of this. You are welcome here if you need a place to hide.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Thank you.
If you need a place, you can come here. And you're welcome to come by, but this is kind of our place, if that makes
no,
sense.
that's fine.
But if you need a place to hide, we of course will welcome you. That's how these things work. We've all got to stick together. That's the important thing. We might disagree on what we're doing, how we're doing it, but we've all got to stick together. So that's it. And if you find any information about these things, these people, whatever they are, it might be helpful, and we might be able to figure out how to move forward. And it just doesn't feel like there's anything we can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe someday we'll figure out what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need anything else? Do you need it's nighttime. You want to stay here tonight? We've got a couple extra tents if you need them.
Actually, I would kind of love to stay.
Okay.
Any are welcome for the night if you want to. If not, then you're free to. We'll get you down the mountain safely. Sylvia will take you down if you need to. She's back in owl form. She's kind of flapping around. Up to you.
Okay.
Whatever you'd prefer. It's all good.
I think Heather wants to go home.
Okay.
So she might just go home.
Yeah. I'll probably, because my car. I mean, could you drive me up in my car?
Sure.
The car that you live in.
I don't live in a car. He made an earth packed earth home in the desert.
Slowly, just like built it up over time.
Yep.
That's very funny.
Then you
Cool.
adobe the outside.
Yeah.
Looks like one of those tattooing houses, basically. Because you saw the second flowers.
So Sylvia leads you guys back down the mountain, and she's kind of chats on the way, answering any questions you might have if you have any, or you're welcome to ask if you have any. She's she's very like chatty, and yeah. So if you have any questions on the way down, you're welcome to ask them. If not, she'll just lead you down.
She's a chatty Kathy, even though her name is Sylvia.
Mm-hmm. If you don't, that's okay. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to. And she's the same thing. She's like, well, I don't like this place, but, we don't really have a choice. Some of the people in it are not the best people I'd like to associate with. But, and you can tell she doesn't necessarily mean anything like...
She's racist. She has tortoises.
Not even like she's just like some people are riffraff. She's kind of
well-to-do.
she's just like kind of like a judgmental old woman who doesn't like being around other people that are like whatever.
Yeah.
Anything at all.
She's your grandma.
She doesn't like being forced to be around people.
Right. She finds a reason not to like every single person there. She's like, Elisa's bossy. She tells me what to do, and she makes me do all these things. And Marcus is he's annoying. Look, he's flipping his hair around, blah, blah, blah. That tortoise eats everything. And the giraffe, don't get me started on the giraffe. Peeking in tents.
To be fair, the giraffe is a peeping Tom. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
real scumbag.
Real scumbag giraffe.
Cool. Anything that you want to accomplish in the camp?
Maybe get closer to Marcus.
I mean, you could certainly try.
He runs very fast.
He's there. He's got his tent. He's out in front of the tent polishing his shoes.
As a human, I have very high intelligence, so I'm just gonna state now that I have a thing for dumb pretty boys.
Fair. Do you want that to be an aspect?
Yeah. Sure. I don't know if it's important enough to be an aspect, but that's
It might be.
okay. Okay. I could.
Go for it. You have one less than the other two anyway.
That's true. I can. Is attracted to dumb, pretty boys.
Always loves the dumb ones. Always falls for the dumb ones.
Yeah. 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 I'm gonna add that as a.
Or something you want, because you can always change it later.
Heather's seen this happen several times and is just like rolling her eyes every time.
Great.
Hungry for human meatheads.
Yeah, so you can talk to him a bit if you want. He's kind of just like, still like congratulating himself for a job well done.
Yep.
As you pass by, he's like, "Hey, you really killed a guy,
Yeah.
didn't you?"
I've never done that before.
No,
Yeah. Kind of gave me a rush.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, have you?
Oh yeah, once in a while. Usually I just knock him out, but sometimes, hey, heads hit grounds.
Do you ever like, when you're back as a human, does it kind of freak you out to think that you killed another human?
Well, not really, because I don't kill good people, so I don't worry too much about it.
Okay.
Just freak you out?
A little bit.
It's your first time.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the dark path.
It's one of those things where it's like, don't so much think of it as killing a person, think of it as saving somebody else.
That's a good way to look at it.
Isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, not too bad. Well, I better turn in. Yawn!
Wow. Your arms are so buff.
Yeah. Every time I turn back, they reset to their natural state. This is my natural state. Is muscly. That's what I'm implying.
Oh. Does it ever like if you work out a lot as a horse,
Mm-hmm.
does that affect your human form?
Hard to say, because I work out so much my human form that it could just be that.
Oh. I see.
Lifting rocks
Okay,
out
well,
here.
I'll be in this
Lifting the
tent
tortoise.
over here.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
You too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye.
Bye.
He goes in his tent.
So,
So you guys are walking back.
Do
Go
we
back
get
to the
back?
car. You get back to the car. So now, don't. The road back. It's a little dark. Keep your lights on. Don't turn your brights on. That's annoying. Even if you don't think there's cars, don't turn the brights on.
'Cause it
there-
bothers your
There
eyes?
could be other cars. It certainly bothers my eyes if I'm out there, which who knows. But it certainly bothers somebody. You might not see the car. Just don't turn your brights on and tell everyone else not to, because it's annoying.
okay, Sylvia.
Good night.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Drive safe. Obey the speed limit.
Oh, thank you. I am absolutely turning my brights on. I don't want to
I don't
hit a
care.
were person
I
out
really
here.
don't care.
A were person.
It's not a
don't.
big deal to me.
And she turns into an owl.
My
and flies
breads,
back
my
up.
breads are always on my bedsheet. But that's because I don't know how to turn them off. Got kind of broken and
Even in the daytime, you just
Oh, yeah.
have your brights
the
on.
brights are on. This car's kind of.
I just want to talk to you for a moment.
Yeah.
She ripped a jugular from that man.
That guy tried to shoot her.
No, I understand that.
It's like self-defense. That's the
It-
only violence I personally am okay with.
Yes, certainly. I mean, I agree with you, but that was a human man. I mean, we're not fighting devils here.
That's true.
I mean,
Maybe that horse was right. Maybe he really was a bad guy.
Yeah, he probably was. I'm just in the habit of knock them out and call the police.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll talk to her about it, and I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see if it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
like a
yeah. I
recurring-
would like to make sure that doesn't turn into a problem.
Yeah, we don't want to go down the dark path.
No.
Like from the second Star Wars.
Yes, that's the. Are you talking about episode 2 or 5? Because
Both.
okay.
Those are the only two he's seen.
Well, so I don't want it to be weird, but like I helped a guy out once, and he he's like a numerologist.
A numerologist? Oh,
Kind of,
mancer.
yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, he can do things with numbers, and so I helped him out. So he sends me a ticket to every second movie because he says that's my lucky number, and so I'm not gonna I don't have much money, so I just gotta see what I can.
Very well, very well.
That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So you
Just trying to do a little character.
yeah. Stop it. Only me. I show you what you are.
Thanks.
You wrote. Cool. So you drop Phil back in his car, I assume. You see because you guys probably drove past where things happened. You see that the bodies, it's clearly the cops came and dealt with whatever
It's
had
just
happened.
a crime scene.
There's definitely a crime scene tape there, and there's a couple of people. It's at the second scene, certainly.
Yeah. Is it a murder?
Yes, the first scene not so much, but the second scene is definitely cordoned off. It looks like the body's been taken away, but there's a couple of guys still collecting evidence and stuff. It's been a couple hours, so it looks like it's winding down. It's kind of finishing up here, but yeah. So you can interact with them if you feel like, but you're just driving past.
Well, I'll probably oink because I drive by. That's about it.
Yeah, I'm inclined not to since
Not to oink?
she was. I mean, yeah, not to oink, not to contact them since she was involved,
Yeah,
and I don't want to.
Cool. So you get back to your car, drop Phil off at his, and then I assume head to your
Go home.
homes for the evening. Great. So you guys go home, get a good rest.
I spend an hour first trying to find appropriate stickers for the My Dad page in that big wedding book because she wants to make it all look consistent. And the rest of that wedding book is nice little scrapbooked
Wait,
hearts.
what?
So her big wedding book
Oh,
that
yeah.
she's been using to take notes.
She's
She's been continuously, and it's just had My Dad scrawled in
Oh,
horrible,
I see.
in horrible script. So she knows
not
she's
a
just
wedding,
trying
it's
to
your, notebook.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
see.
it's
It's
the
like wedding
wedding
ideas.
Yeah, it's the wedding ideas, but it's set up like a scrapbook with cute little stickers and
So you're making the page with scrolled that it just look
I'm
pretty.
trying to they're just I just have some frowny face stickers that I'm kind of putting on there to try to I guess this matches the tone.
Oh no!
Good.
But it makes her crazy before she goes to
So
sleep.
you guys get back to your respective homes. Is there anything else you want to do in the evening? Just kind of
I
sleeping?
don't want to blow glass or anything right now. I'm just gonna.
No. So what is your house like? Your just so I understand this little earth
Yeah,
hut.
so it's well, I saw a YouTube video of you get a really long sandbag basically, and you just slowly go around in a circle and then slowly make it into a dome, and then you plaster over it. So he has a couple of these little domes that are there's one central dome and a couple of little domes on the side that one's a bedroom and one's his little glass blowing studio.
Cool. So you get home and you're feeling tired and you don't feel like glass blown, you said.
Yeah.
And you get home and you as you're walking in, a woman passes you by on the street, I guess, or just kind of as you go, or even while you're driving, you see a woman kind of looking at your car as you pass, and she just, as you pass, gives you a thumbs up.
Okay.
And then keeps walking. And you get home and
my neighbors.
yeah, you get home and you're feeling I don't want to blow glass, and then all of a sudden you feel maybe I do. Maybe I really do.
Okay, yeah.
And you start working at it,
The muse strikes.
and blowing at it, and you shape this ornamental glass bowl with these designs on it that are almost it's a storm cloud around it.
Okay, yeah.
That kind of goes around the bowl, and it's almost you're not even doing it. It just it feels right. And you finish it up, and it's a nice, super nice, thick glass bowl. Not something you would normally make even, but it looks almost ceremonial. And you have a temporary aspect on you that says inspired.
Inspired. Got it. I'll take that. Already, yeah. X. Thank you.
That's all. You felt this before of just literally you said, the muse takes you for a moment. Yeah. And then you get home, and to your probably very nice apartment or home or house.
I think it's a big 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Do you
And it's
have
like-
what's the theme of the apartment?
So there's 2 themes. There's the living area and there's the bedroom area.
Uh-huh.
The living area is like this like swanky modern for bringing guests over, like minimalist kind of thing. And then her bedroom is just full of like heart pillows and like ridiculous, like horrible,
Valentine's Day threw up in.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yeah, exactly.
I had pegged her as a unicorn collector.
Oh yeah, yeah, in her bedroom for sure.
And the bed
yeah,
is
it's
one of those heart-shaped ones from sitcoms in the 90s when they would go on a honeymoon.
yeah, it's just like the most.
So you're going to sleep, and you hear your phone buzz, and you get a text from a number that you don't recognize, and it just says, "Ask about the egg."
Ask about the egg. Okay.
And that's all it says. And you don't, it's a local area code, but you don't know whose it is.
Great.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll call it there for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's
And-
close
That's
to
good.
end time, and it's who knows what will happen next.
Yep.
And we're all resting.
Well, the next day we have to. We thought we were going to go see the Phoenix.
Yeah, which you
Yeah.
certainly could, and
Yeah.
who knows?
Because I have a contact at Southwest.
That's
Yes.
true.
Did we establish? Yeah, we did.
Just because I fly people in so often that I have like a
Right.
desk lady.
Great.
I'm just writing a note.
Perfect.
Next time we thought we were going to see this Phoenix. See Phoenix, maybe?
Cool. Great. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. You can see this. Who knows where you're watching this, but we will have this on Twitch in the video section, and we'll have it on YouTube the next day or two. And then we should be back hopefully every Sunday at 1 Pacific Standard Time.
PST?
But you can check back here and on our Twitter, which is all linked below, and for updates and stuff. And we'll see you then next time for more Halloween adventures.
Pumpkin will be gone by
The pumpkin will be
Pumpkin
gone.
will be
And
gone.
instead well have just a turkey.
Yeah.
Because it'll be November.
fully cooked.
A fully cooked turkey.
Goodbye.